Every single day we are getting closer and closer to the release of NBA 2K21. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of things we don't know about the game. They released some information about badges, about things being changed, but there is still a very big gray area in terms of what we know about current gen, NBA 2K21, and next gen, and really anything in general when it comes to NBA 2K21. There's one game mode that we know absolutely nothing about, and that's MyTEAM. Well, today there was a developer blog, whatever you want to call it, that was dropped, and I'm going to be reading the summarized version of it. If you guys want to read the entire thing, everything detailed to the core, I will link that in the description below. But this right here is going to go over every main point and make it a little easier to summarize everything that was talked about in the blog. The blog starts off with an introduction that says the collector mode MyTeam has become an increasingly bigger piece of the 2K universe over the past 5 years. On Thursday, 2K released a blog from executive producer Eric, don't know how to say his last name, detailing what's next in the new upcoming current generation version of the mode. The highlight of the blog focuses on 6 key areas. Let's look at those and a few more takeaways. And then it starts off with the shared and next gen collections and VC. So users' entire collections, VC balance, MyTeam points, pulled cards, and tokens will carry over from next gen as long as it's in the same console family. For example, PS4 to PS5 or Xbox to Xbox One Series X. Now, we obviously knew that. This is really the only thing that carries over from current gen and next gen, as long as you keep it within the same console. So from from PS4 to PS5, from Xbox to Xbox, you guys understand what's happening here. Now, this next part of the blog, or the summarized blog I should say, because apparently this was released before the actual MyTeam blog came out, and this was a very summarized and condensed version of the entire MyTeam blog. So a lot of things are very gray, and a lot of people are very confused about a lot of things. So this next thing I'm assuming is going to be clarified more when the official MyTeam blog actually goes public. And the thing I'm talking about is a new introduction of a thing called seasons. So MyTeam is introducing the seasons concept, which will last roughly 6 weeks and will dictate the launch of new content in the entire game mode throughout the life cycle of NBA 2K21. Seasons will be free to participate in for all MyTeam players. So maybe what this could potentially be is a thing that everyone participates in, and if they do good or if they do well, then maybe they have access to that content. I'm honestly not too sure. I'm kind of just stabbing at it in the dark here. This was easily the most confusing thing out of the entire blog, and like I said, apparently the entire blog wasn't actually released. This was simply just a summarized version of it, but the seasons was easily something that I did not understand. If you guys want to try to help me understand, or anyone else understand, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. But for right now, I don't really know what else to say about the seasons part coming to NBA 2K21's MyTeam. Next thing I want to talk about in this MyTeam developer blog that was summarized is the badge and evolution customization. So for 2K21, 2K is bringing back badge cards and allowing you to add them to players so that you can upgrade these special skills from Bronze to Hall of Fame. Also, it is taking the evolution card concept from NBA 2K20 to a whole nother level. You'll now be able to customize the evolution path of eligible cards. For example, 2K users can now choose between a few different badges to equip Evo cards as they move up to their higher possible tier. This is designed to make some Evo cards unique. So I don't know if you guys remember, but way back in like the prime days of NBA 2K's MyTeam, you were able to add badges and then upgrade those badges that you added to your MyTeam player to gold. Now, I don't really know how I necessarily feel about Hall of Fame, because basically it's going to be, I don't know how it's going to work. They're obviously going to have to cap off the amount of badges you can add to players, but it's going to bring back Hall of Fame Limitless on non-shooting cards. It's going to bring back Hall of Fame clamps on every non-defensive player, and it's going to seem like this is going to be something that I don't really know if I agree with. Then again, I'm not a crazy MyTeam guy, so I'm interested to hear other people's opinions on this, but you are allowed to apparently upgrade from Bronze to Hall of Fame by adding the badges. So maybe the badges will be more rare. I'm not really too sure. Then in terms of the Evoing, which I believe was a really good thing for NBA 2K20 this year, in terms of the Evoing, you're actually now allowed to pick what direction your Evo card goes to. Because I know in NBA 2K20, it was just kind of designated whatever was upgraded once you Evo, the overalls and the badges. Because I know Ben Simmons had a evolution where he was able to get Hall of Fame range extender from gold, and people did that. So now you can apparently pick what badges, maybe be able to pick what attributes. I'm not really too sure, but the badge idea here where you're able to upgrade from bronze to Hall of Fame, I'm not really too sure how I feel about that entirely. Next up, which is probably a very, very important part of this blog for a lot of you guys who play MyTeam religiously, is the MyTeam Limited and Unlimited. So Limited mode is new to NBA 2K. It will be available every Friday to Sunday, and players will be competing for in-game championship rings. A new ring will be available every weekend, and the competitions will have a variety of themes. One week you may be tasked with playing with your lineup that doesn't have a card above a Ruby. Another week you may be challenged to put forth a lineup of players who are all 25 and younger. If you earn a ring in each season, you will unlock the seasonal award for Limited. Now that part I actually think is really cool because it will allow for people to use different lineups. For example, he used not being able to use a card above a Ruby, and then maybe have to do cool challenges like not using a player above the age of 25. I think something like that to add to the MyTeam game mode would be great, because when you go into those game modes like MyTeam Unlimited example in NBA 2K20, you basically were wanting to form the best possible team, which makes sense because obviously you're going to want to form the best team possible, but it didn't allow for anyone to try out new cards or anything like that. It was just whoever can get the best team, go and compete head to head, and there was really no variety to it in my personal opinion. After that, it talks about in Unlimited, you'll be competing against 9 leagues/tiers. Each league has a specific requirement for advancement and is named after the gem levels in the mode. Bronze League may require you to win 3 out of 12 games to advance. Silver requires 4 out of 12, and as soon as you reach Galaxy Opal, you will need to go 12-0 to claim your award. I don't know if you guys remember this or if you guys are new to the MyTeam game mode, but this sounds a lot like Road to the Playoffs, which I think was a interesting way that they did it back in the day, but it sounds like something like that or an iteration of Road to the Playoffs is going to be back. You have to go through all of the league/tiers to get up the Galaxy Opal to be able to redeem the best possible reward, which is basically the player of the month for NBA 2K20. So I think the MyTeam Limited and Unlimited is a very, very interesting thing that we could see, or we're going to see, in NBA 2K21's MyTeam. The thing that I'm going to talk about when it comes to the NBA 2K21's MyTeam development blog is the thing called the exchange. So this feature is also new to MyTeam. You can now trade cards that you aren't using for cards that you need. Now, when people saw this, obviously everyone started going, oh, we're going to be able to trade our MyTeam players, because obviously being able to trade your cards is definitely something that would be wanted in a game mode like MyTeam. Now, I don't know if they exactly have it in Madden, but I know that you can do it a little bit differently in Madden when it comes to posting a card and trading a card for another card. Like you can post a bronze and then someone can offer you like elite, and then you can accept that trade, whatever. In 2K you can't do that. It's simply just opening packs or buying a card off of the auction house. Now people are like, oh, maybe we can trade players with our friends. I can almost guarantee you that's not going to be the case. I mean, at the end of the day, it is 2K, and this is simply going to be a situation where it's going to be a set, I think, in my personal opinion. So what I mean by a set is that it's going to be, let's say, for example, you have 5 cards that you don't want. You pull 5 cards that you just don't want to use, you don't want to play with. You put this into a set, it rolls, and it gives you maybe a higher tier gold player or some tokens, badges, something like that. It's essentially going to be a re-roll set, I believe it's what it's called. But that's essentially how that's going to work. I don't think they're actually going to make players tradable and things like that. That just does not seem like a thing 2K would do. But this was honestly the last thing that was pulled from this blog. If you guys want to read the whole thing for yourself, it is on Forbes.com. I will link it in the description below. Forbes.com is a very, very reputable website, so if you guys want to read it, it will be in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Sorry if I sound a little tired in today's video. I literally just woke up. But drop a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.